Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more grains.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Braincake. It's me, Kiwi. We're here with Jim, and we're here with Jer. How's it going, fellows?
What up, what up? Oh, it goes. Trying to stay awake for the night that lies in front of me. How about yourself? How about you, Jer?
I'm just wrapping my day up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Wrapping your day up.
I'm gonna try to get to sleep early tonight for once. That's what happens when you get a job, unless you're Jimmy.
I was gonna say I envy your sleep schedule, motherfucker. Both of you. I envy your sleep schedule so hard.
I like how for years you've hated working night shift, yet somehow you keep working night shift jobs.
It seems like once you work night shift, it always tries to find its way back into your life. And I hate that lifestyle. Sleeping all day, up all night. Whenever I was in high school, that was fine. But whenever I was in high school, I didn't have as much of a concept of time outside of school, so didn't really care.
Yeah. Well,
this is true. It made it a lot easier to do that in high school.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, you only have so much of your... I mean, honestly, I don't even know how much sleep I got when I was, like, in high school. I would get, like, 4 hours of sleep a night and, like, sleep on the bleachers and sleep on the school bus on the way home and on the way there.
Yeah, sleep on the bleachers when you're in a public school. You're fucking brave. Somebody didn't just like stroll by and punch you in the balls while you were asleep or anything. I'm amazed if that never happened to you.
I would be more fearful about like the uncleanliness of the bleachers nowadays. Like I wouldn't want my face that close to whatever the fuck is in those bleachers.
Well, to be fair, those bleachers have been there forever.
Or under the bleachers, honestly.
And
oh my god,
that should be an R.L. Stein.
And to be fair, the bleachers just say ass. Yeah. There you go. A Goosebumps book.
The creature under the bleachers.
Oh my god.
The bleachers.
Oh my god, yes. The creature under the bleacher. He would snag up children by their fucking the back of their jeans.
And, you know, oh, well, I don't know. People apparently have sex under there. That's all I'm going to say. And that's the perfect victim for a horror book or movie.
Well, in that case, you could call it the teacher under the bleacher.
No, not a teacher. Yeah. Students.
The teacher under the teacher is the creature under the bleacher.
In the end. Yeah.
Oh my god. And is this a tale about fucking teachers that try to have sex with their students? Man, is that what you're getting at?
That's
not R.L. Stein. If that's the case, that's some Stephen King bullshit.
Yeah. R.L. Stein is more
but add ghosts.
R.L. Stein is more dangerous sponge, you know. That's his element. Literally, that's a fucking... Do you remember that one? Am I the only one? I can't remember the name of it, but there's an episode made after that where it's like, oh my god, dude. They just fucking take like a house sponge and terribly animate a mouth and eyes, red eyes on it, and like that's the danger. House
oh my
cleaning
god, yeah.
sponge.
I can't remember. I remember what you're talking about. Oh my god, for the life of me, that has never crossed my mind until now.
Yeah,
it is. I'm not aware of this. I can't share this nostalgia with you, unfortunately.
You never watched any of the R.L. Stein terrible episodes?
I might have seen like, I don't know, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember what they were. I feel like I know one of them might have been the puppet thing. Like, I can't remember the name of the story, but
Night of the Living Dummy.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, those things were like, you know, that classic childhood spoopy. Did you have anything equivalent to that?
Well, I mean, my mom's a horror movie fan, so it was like
So you're watching the real shit, not the bullshit.
Yeah, I was watching like Friday and shit, scaring the shit out of myself. I'm terrified to go to sleep, but it was all cool in the end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
Wait, did you say Friday?
No, I said Friday the 13th.
No, he did say Friday.
No, I
I thought you just said Friday. You just said Friday.
Well,
Man.
Damn, man, I keep starting some horror. That is a horror movie, dude.
Listen.
Debo would steal their shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm scared. Debo scared me too, man.
look, if I'm Jeff Bezos, that is a horror movie.
Yeah, because it's poverty.
Yeah, it's poverty in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see this.
God, dude, I would love to see fucking who did you just say?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I would love to see Debo come by and fucking extort some money out of Jeff Bezos. Like
you still have to have Smokey sitting there like smacking Jeff Bezos on the leg, going, "Dude, it's Debo, hide your shit, hide your shit." He starts stuffing his necklace down his shirt and puts his watch in his pocket and
it's Elon Musk and Jeff
throws his
Bezos.
yard.
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are sitting on the, their steps and
They throw their wallets in the bushes.
Now, wait a minute now. Elon might be a little bit rough.
Just seeing
He grew
them
up
on
in
a
South
fucking
Africa.
stoop.
Yeah, I don't even know what a stoop is.
Stoop.
That's what we have.
What is a stoop?
I mean, it's literally just. I mean, like it's
Steps
how
to the
you
doorway.
enter our apartment. That's a stoop.
Okay, yeah. So they wouldn't be sitting at a stoop.
Clearly, I mean, think about it. Hey Arnold, man. Hey Arnold, stoop kid never left the stoop.
Oh yeah, dude.
He would never come off his porch. He would never come off his steps. Stoop kid never left the stoop.
What was that? Was that an episode? Just like a kid that never left his stoop?
Yeah,
I can't remember
just
that.
stoop kid. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's kind of buried underneath a lot of the
a
other Hey
full
Arnold
episode,
episodes.
or did they just introduce it here and there?
No, it was a full episode. It was just about Stoop Kid. I don't know if it's kind of like in the same vein of, I don't know, Pigeon Man, except, I don't know, he didn't kill himself like Pigeon Man thought about it, but,
What?
Hey Arnold.
That was like the original. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Hey Arnold tackled some pretty interesting subject matter for its day.
Yeah, it did.
But
I remember.
the original ending of the. What?
Nothing. Yeah, go ahead.
It's lag hell, folks. Goddamn Zoom.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Goddamn your coronavirus, Jesus. Bring this plague upon us.
Be gone
What we
with
do?
it.
Be gone,
Be
lag.
gone. We won't have to have this shitty lag and shitty Zoom, you bastards. But yeah, the original ending of that Pigeon Man episode, I feel like was penciled. I guess he was supposed to have had a penciled in visit from the Angel of Death because he was just going to fly. He was just going to jump off and kill himself off the roof. But they changed it instead to the pigeons pick him up and they fly him off the building like into the sun like Icarus.
Wow, that show is pretty like realistic. Like nothing cartoony ever really happens. So that's how you can tell that wasn't that was just their opposite way of going like, well, we can't kill him, so let's just go the complete opposite route of having him getting carried away by birds.
Why, sure. It's like Helga's mother is always drinking juice.
Yeah.
But that was just a metaphor for alcoholism. That was even the creators said that themselves. That was how they got by the censors. She displayed all the habits and behaviors of an alcoholic, but she was always drinking juice. She's always exhibiting hunch, would forget all sorts of shit, would be asleep on the couch, all that good shit.
Oh shit! This lag dude is.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
That's what
Why?
I'm
It's always me. It's always fucking me that lags, and I don't know why. I live with this motherfucker, and he doesn't lag.
I don't know why either.
Yeah, it's literally just me.
You guys are one
Every
room
time
away.
we've been doing Zoom. Yeah, every time we fucking do a Zoom call, it's just my ass that lags. And I don't know why. I'm sure somebody's listening to this and I'm teleporting in and out of the conversation. And zip, zap, zip, zap, like that right there. I bet money. Probably somebody would listen to that wouldn't even know if I actually lagged or if I did that on purpose.
And I'm pretty sure I have worse internet than the both of you, and somehow mine survives. So I really don't understand what happens there.
I'm not for sure why.
I'm just going to chalk it up and blame my laptop.
Maybe it can't keep up with it. I don't know.
I mean, we're both on the same Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi modem is in between us, but it's downstairs. So it's not like one of us is further away from it.
Yeah. Do you guys think people are getting more used to like this format? Because like at the beginning of Corona, I remember listening to some podcasts that I listened to that, didn't ever do this type of format, like over Skype or over Zoom or whatever. Like, and then, as Corona came, more podcasts started doing it. And there was also a podcast I just started listening to that does this format exclusively. I've just gotten more used to it. Like I didn't like it at first, but over time I don't mind it anymore. And I just wonder if most other people are that way too. Like, is that going to be one of the new norms, for entertainment?
I think so. I feel like this is here to stay. Something like Zoom is here to stay. I mean, it's utilized for so many different things.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it is utilized for a lot. Like you could literally set up a Zoom station in a community for people who can't or don't have a ride to a courthouse, and they could just Zoom into their court case.
Really?
I mean, we already do it today. What would be the difference of doing that in the future?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that are probably a lot of people realize that their jobs could be done without actually having to be somewhere physically. Like there have been a lot of realizations about all the extra steps we're taking that we don't really have to take.
Yeah, and isn't that the whole point of technology anyways, just to simplify things for humans.
To make life easier.
Things easier, to make just life easier as a whole.
Well, here's one of the issues I seen. That one of my college textbooks was talking about like I don't know if I've talked about this on here or not, but it was talking about how youth who are at risk and just youth in general benefit, like get better grades and have less likelihood to drop out and stuff if they're doing classes online. And it was talking like really good about like e-classes, but my thing is, I'm like, but is the information better? Like, the grades are better, but how do we know that it's even them doing the work? And how do we know their grades aren't better because they're looking up the answers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Professor Gerald over there is just fucking scribbling off on his fucking MacBook, just signing his assignments off for his students, not even looking at him. He's like, yeah, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah.
Who's looking at me?
Yeah.
No one's gonna.
Wow, everybody's doing really great all of a sudden. It's almost like the device they're using to answer these questions can answer all these questions.
I will say that,
it's literally like a fucking library.
Yeah.
They do have software out, certain colleges do, that students have to install to take like exams on. And this software is super intrusive. Like if you open a browser, it will automatically fail your test. It's pretty wild. Like you have to, it only gives you a certain amount of time. Yeah.
I've had that
pretty
before
intrusive
with some of my college classes.
Some of them even listen to the microphone and record the webcam at the same time to make sure you're not looking somewhere else instead of on the computer taking your test.
Mm-hmm.
We see you. We see you.
But then the one thing I will say, like, I think giving students the ability to perform their work at their own leisure can be a good thing and a bad thing, because not everybody can, jump straight into a strict, rigorous schedule out of nowhere, especially college students. I mean, they're just out of high school, most of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of works, but at college, they always told me, they were like, you're paying for the class. It's your responsibility to show up and do the work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like praise for what they call the flipped classroom, which is what a lot of college is as opposed to high school. And it's pretty much just like all of the work, like what usually is homework that's done at home is done like in class, and like you watch the teacher teach when you're at home. So like, what's homework is done at school and what's lecture is done at home. And like doing the homework like as a group with other students and having the teacher be there, not just teaching at you, but kind of like being a part of your process. Like that's a better format for a lot of people.
Oh, I can definitely see that. That opens up the room for a discussion. Like it's a learning situation rather than it's an information situation.
Yeah, it's a discussion rather than like a lecture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, think about that. Like, I remember a lot of the times when I was younger taking home homework and being like, what the fuck is this? And you don't like, you don't know what you're doing, and there's nobody there to help you. You have to rely on your parents to help you. And, what's the chances they have any fucking clue about how to teach you algebra? They're not a teacher.
Well, the odds are good that they weren't even taught the same way you were. Because, I mean, fuck, you weren't even taught the same way I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not even that big of a difference.
And now with COVID and stuff, like every parent is almost in the position of having to be a teacher.
Yeah. And they're teaching stuff now that, I mean, honestly, I have no idea. I've seen my little cousin's homework and I'm like, what in the world? Because, I mean, I just don't have the concept or the foundation to understand how they're asking the problems now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's, they took cursive, man. Yeah. They took cursive. That's one of the biggest tragedies. I don't know. Am I the only one that feels like cursive can die? I mean, I feel like cursive is useless. All right. Why do we need two types of English letters? Because it looks pretty.
We still have cursive. I think it's called script or some shit like that in Word. You use it if you want cursive.
Most people
It's called signing my check. That's literally the only reason anybody ever uses a fucking signature is to either sign a contract, sign for a job. It's literally just signatures. I mean, there are people that write in the shit, but those people are also psychopaths.
And do people, when they write their signature, are they even using the letters, like the legit cursive letters that you're supposed to use? Because I bet they're not. Like
most of mine's just a squiggly line.
Yeah, that's all mine was.
If anything, cursive is just lazy. It's lazier than just printing.
I went a long time writing my signature with the legit letters, and I wondered for so long, man, why does everybody say my signature is ugly? Why do I think my signature is ugly? Well, my dude, because you're using the letters you were taught. You just need to scribble that shit. That's when it looks great. That's how you make a great signature.
That's right.
Fucking, you think Babe Ruth
just
made sure he was grammatically correct when he was signing baseballs? Absolutely not.
To be fair, my first name, when you write it in cursive, is basically a cursive J, a bunch of crooked squigglies, and then a Y.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no option. I'm like, it doesn't matter if I write this with the letters or just scribble in here. It's all just going to be like loops and humps. That's all it is.
Yeah, I guess that's all cursive is, really, period.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's mine. I mean, like, mine is a J and then, like, nothing but a bunch of fucking humps. And then it's a Y.
You just have to pick the one to put the I on it.
You pick the
just pick a hump that put a dot on it. That's all it is. Just dot one hump.
Yeah.
And people that can't read cursive just look at it and go, looks like his name.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, he said he wrote it, so we'll go with it.
If everybody wrote the legit letters, like, and didn't do it messy with like their own style, we could like not differentiate people's signatures as easy.
It's just the 1820s because that's what they did in the 1820s.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Feathers.
Everything was cursive because that's probably why it was cursive. Feathers wouldn't be good for print. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. You'd want to like keep it on the paper. Like you wouldn't
Smooth, yeah. You dab the feather and you cursive until the ink runs off the end of the feather.
Damn, I didn't really think about that until now. I bet that's really true.
Yeah, that was a random shot in the dark. It just makes sense to me. Why else would you do it?
Yeah,
Unless, like Jim said, it's just laziness.
Yeah, it might be completely wrong.
I just don't want to take my hand off the paper, man. Fuck, my hand's comfortable now. I don't want to lift it again.
Why did we?
Well, this is therapeutic. Just
Now hold on a second. I think we discussed this at some point on the show a while back ago, but I'm gonna have to ask again because I don't remember shit. So there was really a point when people used birds to carry messages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? People aren't just doing that anymore.
What happened?
When's that going to come back like vinyl records, man? When are people...
I don't think carrier pigeons ring true the same nostalgia as something like fucking beat clips.
You wouldn't love for me to deliver you a birthday message by bird?
I mean, I personally would love that. I love birds, though, but you're not going to trick any other nostalgia fan into falling for that like they would a Tamagotchi. Hell no.
We're trying to turn the birds into robots now.
Robo-birds.
We got better plans for the birds, dude.
It'd be easier to send you a drone with a package than for a carrier pigeon to pack a 3, I don't even know how much it would weigh, a piece of paper. Like, I don't think they could carry much more than that.
Sounds like
amazed by it.
Bird watching goes both ways. If that's the case, if a bird's a robot, he's a drone and he's watching your ass, yeah.
How are you going to encrypt the message? Oh, yeah. How are you going to encrypt a message on a carrier pigeon if somebody shoots it out of the sky?
Fuck yeah! I don't know what you do against a skater.
Not a very secure form of transport. I would just frankly be less worried about it getting shot down and be more worried about it getting distracted about fucking another bird or something. I don't know what birds do, but I imagine they have better things to do than carry messages from human to human. I imagine that's like high on their list of importance. I don't think they grasp. Like if they drop the fucking message, they're not going to go pick it back up to deliver it, right?
No, there's no system of asking if you got the message unless I send another carrier pigeon right behind the one I just sent.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah, Terry the pigeon isn't going to give a fuck what you're doing, man. Terry is not concerned whether you want to tell Jill halfway across the fucking country that Happy Valentine's Day when he could be out busting his little bird nut and filling his little bird full of seed. Or his little body full of seed.
God.
The bird would be full of seed, though.
Yeah.
This bird full of seed.
There's 2 ways you could take that statement. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
We're not trying to like funnel seed into a cock.
You went one way, and my brain went somewhere else.
I was thinking.
Bro,
seed,
no, we are not trying to give a variety seed. Man.
You're not trying to say what now, Junior? We're not trying to
face is amazing.
Man, like it drug out your speech.
We may have lost him.
Oh my God. Did we?
I think we may have. I don't see him moving in his little webcam picture down there.
Yeah, I don't either. That was the death blow.
It was. That's That's the carrier pigeon.
Yeah, we need so now that, whenever everything's gone, there's no more Zoom, you guys got to get your burbos to deliver messages to each other. Well,
Blue May. I doubt if Jiggy would. Jiggy would probably just like say, screw this.
what kind of birds are they?
Budgies. Well, parakeets, but I guess the subspecies is budgie. They're like the Australian wild parakeets, pretty much.
So I wonder, like, I mean, I'm sure like bird intelligence ranges pretty vastly, but I mean, are birds in general smarter than most animals, or would like budgies be like much less smart than, like, I don't know what a smart bird would be, like a raven or something? Like,
I mean, they're decently intelligent. If you spend enough time with them, you can teach one to talk sometime. I think if they're like a certain sex, I'm not for sure, or gender, or whatever you want to say there. But I don't know. I feel like parrots I know crows are super smart, but I feel like it's like parrots and crows, and then like cockatiels and those other birds that you hear about all the time talking, and then like it's budgies and probably other subspecies of budgies, because you have the English budgie and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I really don't know if there's a huge difference.
Yeah. Oh, that Jimothy is returned.
Uh-oh.
He's a Burbo enthusiast. He can coming into the show, Burbo enthusiast and member of the braincake team. Also part-time lagging robot. Everyone welcome Jimothy.
This shit is cursed.
I have to tell you, that was the most amazing face ever for it to freeze on.
Yeah. And
I have no idea. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It is.
The speech was pretty funny too. It was worth a chuckle at least.
Yes. But he was asking.
Well, I don't know what was heard and what was said. So,
well, we've been talking about
the chickens downstairs and like their intelligence and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like their ability to learn, the budgies downstairs, Jim.
Oh no, I hear you. I'm just extremely pissed is all it is. I'm fucking so annoyed with this lag. I fucking threw my headset down. Dude, like I'm fucking infuriated with it. This shit is cursed. We can't fucking get through into anything with Zoom right now. It's just my fucking end, and I don't know why.
It's
take the cord out of the lap or the Xbox and put it in your laptop.
That don't matter at this point. That damage is already fucking done on that. No,
I'll tell you.
Ain't no point. Why would I fucking waste my time?
Listen. Do you have a Guitar Hero guitar around, or a Rock Band guitar around?
Negative.
Okay, well, if you had one, those are great stress relief to smash when you're angry at technology. Because I, for one, broke Random Heroes Guitar Hero guitar when I got frustrated at playing Psycho Billy Freakout on Guitar Hero 2. Actually, come to think of it, don't do that, because I didn't feel very good about it afterwards.
Well, to be fair, it's like smashing a real guitar. You just take it and like,
yeah. Did I mention that it was his guitar that he? Okay, ever so nicely let me borrow that I smashed. Whatever. It's okay.
I'm sure Random Hero smashed it enough before you had ever touched it to smash it. So
yeah, and also, he's responsible for sliding my Tekken Tag tournament underneath the entertainment center where it got smashed. So he had it coming.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play.
Right. I'll trade you a guitar for a game.
Yeah. He he was destroying a lot of stuff back in the day, actually. He was quite distraught. He broke a mini controller. I seen him break controllers before in person, live, and getting angry at video games. I remember one time I was in my room playing the Wii, and what was I playing? I think it was Wii Sports, and I was getting so mad that I started cussing. My mom was doing laundry outside the room. She's like, "Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Oh God, this is." It's like, even though I was young, I was like, "Damn, this is embarrassing. Why am I getting this angry about Wii Sports, man?"
It reminds me of those old YouTube videos of people playing Wii Sports and the controller flies off and like fucking hits the TV or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, technology, whether it's destroyed on accident or on purpose, it probably deserved it. Let's be honest.
I mean, look, I smashed the shit out of a wireless keyboard once and I felt fantastic afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I bent this sumbitch in half and stomped it in the floor and it was amazing.
What was the reasoning for that?
The batteries were dying and it was old.
It just didn't click right, man.
No, dude, like I would hit a letter because it was wireless. I would hit a letter and then like sometimes it would register a letter and sometimes it wouldn't. And I think I was trying to type in a password.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a replacement on hand, but I really didn't plan on using it at that time for that purpose. It just, I just snapped on the keyboard.
Yeah. I mean,
it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
That's that gamer rage coming out because I used to snap at Super Mario too. I would throw my fucking controller at the TV and everything.
Yeah. You know what I've never smashed that deserves to be smashed, though? I've never met one of these that doesn't deserve to be smashed. Can you guess what it is?
Pussy.
No, that's a good answer. Great answer. No, actually, bad answer. Some of those shouldn't be smashed. Some of those you should avoid. Printers. Printers is the answer. God. I've never met a printer that works in my fucking life.
Never met one that had ink in it.
Yep. Never met one that easily hooks up to your phone or computer using Wi-Fi. And could they just spell some shit out instead of using these symbols that you can't tell what they mean?
No, they can't do that, man. That would give you a reason to actually use it. Actually, come to think of it, if they sold ink at a reasonable price, you may actually have a reason to own a printer.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like you don't need a printer often, but there are some moments where you just need it. Well, I mean, I live, a little more in the backwoods than you guys do. You guys have access to go somewhere fairly close and just get some shit printed if you need it printed.
Yeah, I mean, like if we absolutely have to, we could go down to our library fairly easily and get it, where you would have to travel way out of your way to go to your library to.
Yeah, exactly. I have thought about completely wasting like some fucking library paper or something, though, honestly. Like I regret every year in my college we would get like $20 of credits put towards using the printer, and I was like, man, I just need to go print a bunch of shit. Just utilize that $20, man.
Kill them trees, buddy.
They're profiting enough off of me. Let me fucking, even if it's printing off 100 pictures of Macho Man Randy Savage, I'm at least getting my $20 well spent.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say well spent. Jimothy, are you okay?
I'm here. I'm just processing everything. I'm about afraid to even fucking say anything because I'm afraid I'll lag out of oblivion. They'll just do the same shit again. So I'm just kind of sitting and observing.
Well, I wanted to tell you that everything was good, but you did start lagging through the middle of that sentence. So
Yeah, I could tell.
well, damn it.
You know, I'll say this, like where I went to college with the whole printer situation, I always wondered, like, why are we still printing stuff? I could email this to you. There's a million ways for me to get this to you other than on paper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of, I guess, in-person classes. I mean, I don't know. Like most, I've sent way more emails in college than I've printed off papers. So maybe they finally switched that up. But yeah, physical copies are unnecessary. But I always wonder how it has to be. Like, I've known a lot of teachers, even teachers with online classes that are not tech savvy at all. Like, clearly, they can't set up a fucking online class smoothly at all. Like, it's just, I've seen hot garbage class setups. But, like, so I wonder, how the fuck do their files look on their computer? Because my computer is a mess, and I try to at least clean it up every now and then. So what did their computer look like with all of these files?
I just imagine like text files everywhere on the desktop.
Yeah.
Because that's a catch-all folder for whatever reason. Not my documents, my desktop.
Yeah, desktop is my catch-all. It's mostly because it's there as a reminder to me. Like
like you can look at it and go, I need to finish that.
Yeah. And I have a lot of things that I put into the category of I need to finish that. And then a lot of those things in that category don't get finished. And so my desktop just gets more and more and more full. Or I finish the task and then I still don't move it. So, whatever. Also, I have a problem with like, well, I want to remember I have that in case I ever want to do something with it. Like, I don't know, like a fucking
random video clip or audio clip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just sitting there that I'm like, someday I'm gonna make something with you. And then I never can.
6 years down the road, you're digging through a folder with other folders inside of folders, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
It got so bad on my last computer that I had a file called on my desktop called the mystery folder, and I just put a bunch of shit in it. Like, I don't know if it's like a PNG picture of a nose, a fucking philosopher's 15-minute speech, a Friends episode. Like, I just smacked it all in there. Like, I don't know where to put this. I'll just slap it in the mystery folder.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. But I'm terrible for like leaving everything in the downloads folder. Like, I never clean my downloads folder, and that's a big problem for me.
Yeah,
because I download some big files sometimes.
Yeah. My downloads get pretty messy too. That's honestly, that's where a lot of my mess is coming from nowadays, is that folder. I actually kind of forget about it, honestly, somehow.
Well, I mean, it's not one you see all the time, so
you only see it when you download something, and then it's like you just exit out once you use it.
Yeah, when you're done, you're like, well, forget about it.
Yeah. I feel like Jimothy is like one of our PR guys. Like, he's just sitting in here.
He's watching chat.
Yeah, he's like making sure that we don't, say anything over the line. We don't make sure we're giving our advertisers their, well spent time. He's in fact, he's informing me right now. You guys can't hear him. He's just coming through our ears. He's saying we need to go into our MeUndies ad. So MeUndies, everybody, it's good stuff. They're good. They're underwear. Go out and get them. So
undies.
fucking, I don't know, dude. How do you think MeUndies is doing good? Like I'm wondering that shit.
Well, to be fair, I don't really know if I've seen their ad on any of the YouTube videos I watch.
I hear it on a lot of podcasts that I listen
Well,
to.
I mean, to be fair, I do have YouTube. I forgot I have the premium, so I don't get advertisements. That's why I don't see it.
Well, I don't get them in the.
Or is it in episode ad read? Like,
Yeah.
Well, you said podcast, so
Yeah, like in episode ad reads. Yeah, that's where I see it a lot. And I'm just wondering, like, what the hell is this business model? Like, what's our company? Underwear. Who's our market? Podcast listeners exclusively. That's where all of our marketing money is going to go to sell underwear.
I mean, if it works, it works, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. There was an advertisement on Ear Biscuits, Rhett and Link's podcast the other day where they were like, don't get your for Valentine's Day, don't get your lady lame gift like store-bought cheap chocolate or flowers. Get her underwear, MeUndies. It's like, come on, dude. Underwear. She wants underwear for Valentine. I mean, maybe I'm in the wrong here, but don't shit talk store-bought chocolate and flowers, man. Come on.
Do you know, it's kind of weird to me how the advertising works. Like, for example, you've just heard that ad, but now they're getting all kinds of like free publicity just because,
just because
and it doesn't matter what company it is. We do the same with like shoe brands, clothing brands, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But technology brands, everything is a company name, not the actual product itself. Like,
what do you mean? Oh, like underwear. Like instead of like underwear, it's like it's MeUndies.
yeah, or Fruit of the Loom, or whatever the brand of choice of that person. Hanes, for example. Let me think of. I'm trying to think of an actual. I can't remember if it's clothing, but it seems like the item name and there's a company name that is almost exactly the same.
Item name and a company name that's almost the same. Kleenex or something? Did we talk about that before?
I mean, yeah, we did bring up Kleenex. Jim mentioned that. Yeah, that is the one. That's why I don't know.
Coke.
My brain's fried.
There's
Coke is one.
Now that's something I've heard, but not like I seen a chart on Reddit that was like it was by state what the main word for soda is. Like, in the South we like pop. Some places use soda, some places use Coke. And like, I'm like, I've never heard that. Have you ever heard somebody just say, I want a Coke? Give me a Coke. And that's like just a soda in general?
Actually, yeah, I have.
Really?
I've got some estranged cousins from out of state that would say that. I don't know if they still do, but when I was younger and they would come visit, that's how they would ask for, a drink. They would say, do you have any Coke?
Wow.
But
Even if
they
it's
meant
Sprite.
just soda. Yeah. That's what they would say. And I'm like, that's just weird to me. But
that's just confusing.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Pepsi. It's like, what would you like? Like you're at a restaurant. It's like, what would you like to drink? Coke. This is Pepsi. This is Pepsi. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. So you just say Coke. Like you're just saying Coke if you're talking general soda. Okay. So I guess you would specify at a restaurant, but pick up some Coke. Like, oh, I picked you up some Coke. I didn't mean Coke. I meant Sprite. I meant Coke in general, not Coke specifically, Mom. Go back to Walmart.
Oh my goodness. But I don't brands are kind of weird. I get the difference between soda and pop though. Like soda pop wasn't that what it was called when it first came out?
I don't know.
Like,
Not it
'cause I know
sounds
yeah.
get
'Cause
you.
I feel like that's what they used to call it was soda pops, and then it just kind of split off, and some people were like, "Oh, it's soda. Oh, it's pop."
Yeah. There was a greaser named Soda Pop in what's that movie? Fuck.
Grease.
No. Stay Gold, Pony Boy.
Jim, what's he talking about? I have no idea.
I have absolutely no clue.
Fuck. The Outsiders. That's what it's called. It's called The Outsiders. It's got like Patrick Swayze in it. It's actually a book originally. But it's a really good movie, man. It's like it's kind of about breaking down the barriers of like what stereotypes are. There's like the greasers, and then there's like the socias who are like, you know, kind of like the upper, like the rich side of town. And every year they got like this rumble where they all fight, and they got like this one kid or these two kids who are greasers go like run away, and they like fucking get into a whole bunch of shit. One of them ends up in the hospital. Somebody fucking gets shot. It's crazy. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I would suggest it if you're into watching, like, want to watch an old movie.
Is it like a 90s movie, 80s movie?
Probably like late 70s. I don't know. Would Patrick Swayze have been around in the late 70s? He's really, really young in that movie.
I mean, I think that sounds about right for his acting career to be young in the 70s. Because, like, wasn't Dirty Dancing in the 80s?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, he's dead now, so he's clearly old enough to be dead. Old enough to be dead. I want that to be the book that I want to write a novel or an autobiography, and that's what I want to call it. Too old to be dead, or old enough to be dead. I mean, sounds like could have been a George Carlin stand-up special name too.
Honestly, yeah, it does.
Yeah. How long have we been going? Do you guys?
A while, I think, right? Yeah.
Our PR manager says we've been going for too long. How long has it been though? I really don't know what time we started.
I don't think any of us looked at a clock.
I don't even know where my phone is.
I literally don't know.
It's 8:55. Yeah, I feel like we've had to have been going an hour.
Yeah.
It's sad that it was fucked up by the internet.
And I don't get why, because we're both on the same Wi-Fi right now. Like,
yeah. It's China. And it's because you have TikTok installed, and so they're like, we'll give you the internet because we want you to have more access to TikTok. Jimothy, he doesn't have TikTok, so we're going to punish him until he gets it.
probably the U.S. government.
Probably both. Probably a good chunk of both of them. Probably a little bit of everybody. Probably everybody's at fault. Could be just the internet company.
Could be.
But that's not likely. It's the U.S. government for sure, and China and Russia, and maybe
Facebook.
Facebook. That's a good one. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. We'll put the blame on him for now. Zucks, give Jimothy back his internet. I don't know what he's done. I don't know if it's because he says he hates Facebook. I know you've probably heard that by listening through his phone. I hate Facebook too. You know, you haven't punished me yet. I'm hoping you don't, because I like my internet. Could do without it, it's a great pleasure to have it, Zucky. So please don't take it away like you have Jimothy, and I plead of you to please give it back to Jimothy, so that we can have our braincake podcast back together. And so if you enjoyed this broken episode, give us a like, give us a review on iTunes or whatever. Give us a subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next time.
Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you
That's
know
right.
when there's new episodes.
And to check Instagram, braincake.podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.